thumbnail. I am 100% a morning person. And as I've got older, that's just been amplified more and more. If I have to get up at 4 a.m., that's totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. I will have energy within 10 minutes of me waking up. But if I have to stay out late or if I have to drive home when it's dark, complete struggle. Driving home last night at it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, I was struggling trying to stay awake. I used to honestly kind of wish it was the opposite, just mostly because most of my friends were that way. They weren't morning people, but they were night people. And I've just learned to kind of embrace it. All that to be said, it's really early in the morning and Savannah is still asleep and I'm just having some me time. Today is one of those days that it's not gonna plan whatsoever. That last shot that you saw there, just my insta 360, didn't go as well as I thought it was going. The one thing that it's completely irrational, it makes no sense, and thinking about it logically, I have no reason to stress over it. Despite all that, it's a constant stress in my head, and that thing is feeling like I'm wasting my day. Whether that be sitting in the car doing absolutely nothing, or taking a meeting that's not gonna be productive for me or the person that I'm taking the meeting for, or taking naps. I cannot take naps, and when I do, there's this thing in the back of my head that makes me just says I wasted my entire... Today, I fell asleep for like 2.5 hours, and that feeling's very, very real. Makes no sense, but it's very real. Also, the shot before this, that was the Superman one, skateboard edition. If you watched yesterday's vlog, then you know what I'm talking about. Shoot on the other side of town tonight, and if I'm being completely honest, the only reason I'm going is I want to be supportive, but two, I need to get thumbnails, and I think that I'll be able to get some really good thumbnails down there, but that's it. It's mostly the supportive thing, but the thumbnail thing. Also, there's a keychain behind you. Check it out. It's a narwhal. You know, I come by this way all the time, but I don't think I've ever actually been up here on this road, so the road's great. Check this out. Oh, is it a... It's a dead end. Skating across town. Why? It's nice outside. One thing that's nice about Sundays compared to like Fridays or Saturdays is there's nobody on the roads. Like, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, there's nobody on the roads. It's like Sunday is like where everybody stays at home, and for somebody with an electric skateboard or just anything that's not a car, that's a good thing. I've said this before, but world's greatest tripod. If I wanted to, I feel like I could go in there. I'm not going to, but if I wanted to. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately, and by lately I mean like the past 2 months, on asking what music site I use to get my music or where do I get my music from, and that's kind of changed since I've started vlogging. I switched between 5 different royalty-free music site providers, and it's not like one site was bad or one site wasn't. I mean, there are some bad ones out there. The main reason that I switched was just because I got bored. But now currently I'm doing Artlist, and it's working pretty well for me. At the end of the day, my biggest thing that I'm looking for music is something that moves. I think a lot of stock stuff can feel really stagnant and kind of like it just doesn't go any further past the chorus, and that's kind of an issue, especially for somebody like me that I'll basically chop things up and make my own custom score depending on the project that I'm working on. All that to be said, currently I'm using Artlist. Will it probably change in 6 months? Yeah. But currently, it's Artlist. During that whole little diatribe, there are these little gnats that are right here. They're just attacking me the entire time. I'm gonna get out of here. A lot of people don't realize, but in Nashville, downtown Nashville, on Sundays, all the government building parkings are free. You don't have to pay for them. Look how innovative this is. I like it. Somebody's doing a photo shoot thing in there. And I'm just walking around. I got one thumbnail shot, I think, maybe. It's the one where this building is like, I was over there and this, here it is. You know, we come down here a lot, but this is a memorial in downtown Nashville, but I've never actually like looked at any of the memorial things, like this right here. Look at this statue's arm. Do you think that's supposed to be like that? It looks like it's like... It's down here. Somebody's pants. It's down there. It's just there's nothing down there. Found a seat. If you want me to make a video going over how I choose to or not to cut specific songs and like kind of mix them up to make my own custom score, let me know. The way that I do it is pretty methodical, and I pretty much do it to almost every single song. If that's something that you're interested in, let me know. And if not, just forget that I said anything about this. And also, Savannah and I have driven past this building a million times, and I had no idea this little greenery area was up here. One of the benefits to being in a city that is building and growing like Nashville is you just randomly find places like this literally all the time. On the way here, I saw in one city block there were 5 skyscrapers going up. 5 in one city block. That's insane. How'd your session go?
Good.